Elder Andersen, Mark Davis here in San Diego. Forgive me for being presumptuous, but I just thought I might send you a few follow-up comments relative to the service missionaries here in San Diego. They were so grateful that you would be there with them. I've heard from Elder Bramwell of how touched they were, and we're just so grateful that you would spend that time with them as well. I wanted to just comment on a couple of the concerns that you expressed both in the car and also with the leaders there about a few of the issues relative to service missions. I hope that this won't come off as presumptuous. I just wanted to share my 2 cents worth. Please delete this video when you're done. I just thought I'd pass it along. I've had that impression. First, one was the concern you expressed about having service missions held on parity with teaching or proselyting missions. I don't see that as a concern. I had an uncle that taught that built chapels as his mission all over the South Pacific, and a friend, Ken Moffat, who was baptized in Northern Ireland, who built chapels all over the British Isles for 2 years in the 1960s. I think it's important to let them know that that service is valuable, and it should be on equal footing with proselyting missionaries. And so I see them, receiving a call from the prophet, speaking in sacrament meeting, having a plaque, and being acknowledged and recognized for similar types of sacrifice as proselyting missionaries. They should feel good about that. These are a lot of young men and young women who've been marginalized their whole lives, who've sung, "I hope they call me on a mission," but known that they could never go out in public and teach like some others have been asked to do. And here they have a service opportunity where they can wear the badge, where they can feel the mantle. And I think we should do all we can to hold that on parity with proselyting missionaries, so that when they come home, or so to speak, and complete their service, they hold their heads high and they know that they've served the Lord well. The second comment I wanted to share was about having it really feel like a mission. Just doing service in a community organization is valuable, but there is tremendous value in having a mission leader couple or a mission president, and knowing you're part of the San Diego service mission, and knowing there's other missionaries serving with you, and having leadership opportunities, and feeling a esprit de corps and a sense of pride and a sense of commitment as you see yourself grow over the 6 months, 12 months, 24 months that you serve. And I don't think that by building up the quality of our service mission experience so that it's really robust, I don't think that'll detract from our proselyting missionary efforts or cause people to turn away from our proselyting efforts. I think it will develop these young people spiritually, emotionally, and in some cases professionally, so that they'll be able to be husbands and fathers and wives and provide for themselves in ways that they couldn't without the experience. I also think that the numbers that are serving, I understand the mandate we have to take the gospel to the whole world, and I recognize you hold keys for that are different from mine, and I'm deferential. But I think that if we have 30,000 young men and young women serving service missions, the vast majority of them are going to be coming out of the rising generation who we've been losing. These are the people that have not been picked for the soccer teams and not had friends in high school and not been at the top of the class. And these people are going to come out of the shadows and have a great mission experience and grow and develop in ways that will not, in my mind, detract from our proselyting missionaries. And if 10% of our proselyting missionaries didn't go proselyting but now stayed and served as service missionaries, I think our proselyting missions would be more effective. I think our service missions would be more effective, and so many of them would be really the leaders in the service mission and come home from that service mission having, again, whether you call it a district leader, a zone leader, or assistant to the president, having had real leadership experiences both in their community service and in the mission that'll serve them so well for being faithful going forward. I think it'll also build goodwill in our community. I think it potentially could lead to more convert baptisms. I think we also have, as I mentioned, these two twins that I know and love. One's on a proselyting mission, and one couldn't get through high school, couldn't get his Eagle Scout, couldn't do various things. And for him to go on a proselyting mission that he probably has a 90% probability of coming home early and not succeeding, that would just be another thing that would be held against him in his own mind. And so a service mission, and one in which he can really grow and flourish, and hold that on parity with his twin brother who's serving proselyting in Peru, I think would be a wonderful thing. Anyway, forgive me for my verbosity. I just felt like I should share a few of these comments. Please delete this when you're done. Have a blessed day. Thank you again for coming and being so instrumental in teaching and training us here in San Diego.